Aloha, nerds, and welcome back to another TheSalawag's Why It's Great Gut Reaction. I'm your host, TheSalawag, and I'm just gut reacting to Mad Max, the original 1979 movie directed by George Reeves, starring none other than uh, Mel Gibson. So I was talking to a friend last week about Mad Max, and we were talking about the original one and how well, what she was saying was that the original is boring. It doesn't have that much action. You know, it's not the Road Warrior. It's not Fury Road. And I said, yeah, I remember the first time I watched that. That was my reaction as well. But then I sort of seen Mad Max like a few weeks prior again for the first time in years, and this movie's full of action. It's full of tension. It's full of scares and emotion. It's a really great script and a really great movie. Just in terms of character, we're seeing Mad Max starts off with the opening scene that I have thanks to whatever awesome YouTuber posted that clip on YouTube, and maybe it was Fandango. I don't know. But yeah, that's great opening action scene. But beyond the action, the opening scene starts off with us seeing Mad Max in pieces, right? We see a close up of his hand putting on some gloves. We see him pull on a jacket with a police badge. This kind of cop wears black leather outfits. They have a sense of being. They face really rough roads. They face really tough customers every day. But we see him in pieces, and there's this huge car chase happening, and cops are being thrown off the road by this crazy, mad driver called the Night Rider. And he's sort of causing trouble, causing havoc. But Mad Max's Max, in this case, played by Mel Gibson, is very cool. He's very calm and collected. But he wears these sunglasses, and you can't really tell what he's feeling, but he seems, just the presentation of him, just in the close-up of his sunglasses, that's all we get as far as his face goes, gives us a sense of his character. Just this intro alone, before the actions even started, we have a sense of Mad Max being cool-headed in the face of this scary situation. And when the chase scene occurs, Knight Rider, who's been running people off the road, killing people, harming people, doing whatever he can with his car and his girlfriend next to him, Max comes along the opposite road ahead of Knight Rider, and they play chicken. And essentially, when it gets to the moment of truth where both of their cars are about to collide, Knight Rider, who's been cocky, saying, "I am the hand of God, I am all these amazing things, I am the chosen one," in that moment, he can't keep going. He totally veers away in terror from Max. Like, he's truly scared of Max. And his true character is revealed, and he starts to cry. And Max just pursues him, completely cool. Again, we still only see these sunglasses. We see Max, driving, start to pursue him from behind, and he starts ramming the car in the back bumper. And Knight Rider, unfortunately, they both drive into this huge sort of work zone, and Knight Rider spins out, and the car smashes into another vehicle, and it completely explodes. And in that moment, Max pulls over and jumps out of his car and pulls off his sunglasses. And in that moment, you see Max is terrified and surprised and did not intend for Knight Rider to die. And that is his character. It's revealed across the length of this whole action scene that he's cool-headed in the face of action, but never meant to kill this guy. He's not Knight Rider. He's a good guy. And he is haunted by this death up front. That's how we meet Max. Haunted by the death of someone that he killed. And that's just great character off the bat. Now, as the movie goes on, there's a gang pursuing Knight Rider. A gang pursuing revenge for the death of Knight Rider. And they know it's Max, and they know it's his cop friends, and they basically pick off all of Max's friends and try to go for his family. And there actually is a lot of action to defend the movie against my friend's comments, which What a petty reason to do a video. You petty, petty, petty movie reviewer, you. But anyway, there's just tons of action throughout this movie, but also just great character over the course of the movie. We see Max, who is a family man, has a wife and a kid, very warm-hearted, and he's the nicest of all of his cop colleagues. We see him break down over the course of the movie, very much in a Harvey Two-Face way from The Dark Knight, and become crazy and ready for blood. In essence, the sort of the best thing about a movie title is that it should tell you about something important to the character. And no one calls him mad until the very end of the movie, and I'm not going to spoil that for you. If you haven't seen the original Mad Max, you got to see it. It's a great movie. But just the fact that that's what this movie's about, it's about the transformation of a very good guy who never meant to kill someone, coming full circle to the end of being sort of what the Knight Rider was saying he was in all of his loud speeches, like, I am the chosen one, I can kill everyone. But Mad Max really is that guy. And so seeing his journey to become that, it's haunting and it's sad and it's emotional. And there's tons of action. I just love Mad Max. This is a great film. I love all the Mad Max movies, love them all. But definitely the first Mad Max deserves its credit where it's due. Hats off George Reeves and Mel Gibson and everyone who worked on it. And that being said, thank you for watching another episode of TheSalawag's Why It's Great. I'm your host, TheSalawag, and if you want more of this for some reason, I am attempting to be the most pretentious movie reviewer of all time. Please tell me if it's working.